good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel, and today you're talking sports with MG Nas. And today we have another NBA debate video. So before we get into today's video, make sure you guys hit the like button if you enjoyed today's content. If you are new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I post NBA, NFL, and UFC content. I also post funny little skits here and there. So if you like any of that kind of stuff, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Tell all your friends, family, and sports fans about the channel because we're on the road to 300 subscribers by the NBA playoffs, which is in about a month. So I'd appreciate if you guys help grow the channel. Also hit the like button, like I said. Comment down below your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And make sure you guys hit the notification bell so you don't miss any video. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So today we got Devin Booker and Donovan Mitchell. And honestly, I've been doing this little debate thing or comparing two players lately because first off, I mean, they get more views than any other video I post, so that's cool or whatever. And also, I just honestly compare players that get compared a lot in the media. Here's two other players that get debated by their particular fan bases, and I'm here as not a fan of either player, or not a big fan of either player, here to debate them. So you guys know the role. If you've been here, you know I start off by comparing and breaking down the player's stats. So let's get into the stats. Devin Booker averaging 26 points per game, 4 rebounds per game, 4 assists per game, 49.4 from the field, and 35.7 from the three-point line. Donovan Mitchell, 26 points per game, 4.5 rebounds per game, 5.3 assists per game, 43.8 from the field, and 38.5 from the three-point line. So when you look at the stats, they're very, very close except for field goal percentage and assists. Other than that, the stats are very, very close. I mean, you can go either way as far as what you want for your team. You can, I mean, the stats are just close. I mean, it doesn't really matter. In this debate particularly, the stats don't matter because they're very close. So let's debate their talent, their skill, and what they might have for each other in the future. First off, I think with Devin Booker in this topic, I think that Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker are both good offensively. But I think Devin Booker is better offensively because I think he has a better mid-range and three-point shot, actually. I don't know, people might disagree with that, but I do think Devin Booker is the better three-point shooter. I think he's a better mid-range shooter, especially in the mid-range. But I do think that Donovan Mitchell is the better passer. But I just like the Devin Booker's all-around scoring and all-around offensive game a little bit more than I like Donovan Mitchell. Now, as far as defensively, they both kind of, they both are kind of the same defensively. Devin Booker does have the bigger body, being 6'6", to Donovan Mitchell being 6'3", I believe. So when you look at defensively, Devin Booker has a little bit bigger body, so it's easier for him to defend shooting guards, to where Donovan Mitchell is defending shooting guards who are most likely bigger than him, like Zach LaVine's a little bigger than him, like Devin Booker is a little bigger than him. Klay Thompson, when he comes back from injury, will be bigger than him. So he's going to be facing these guards that are 6'6", 6'5", he's like 6'3". So when it comes to defense, Donovan Mitchell doesn't really have the size to defend people at his position, which gets shown that Devin Booker might be the slightly better defender, but like I said, Donovan Mitchell is a little bit undersized for his position, so it does come off as him being a little bit the worst defender. But like I said, I really do like Devin Booker's offensive game a little bit better than I like Donovan Mitchell's offensive game. Also, when you look at Donovan Mitchell, yes, he's made the playoffs more times than Devin Booker, but when has Devin Booker ever had the team or as good as a team that Donovan Mitchell has had? I don't think that Devin Booker has had ever in his career has had a better team than Donovan Mitchell has had in his career. When you look at them, I mean, just off the bat, Donovan Mitchell this year, I mean, even though Chris Paul is good, I mean, DeAndre Ayton is up and down this year. Mikal Bridges is good defensively, but sometimes he gets cold offensively. Cam Johnson is all right. But when you look at just offensively all-around team, look what Donovan Mitchell has around him. He has Mike Conley, great floor facilitator and veteran. Defensive player of the year, Rudy Gobert. You got Joe Ingles, who can give you 20 points on any given night. Donovan, another guy who can give you 20 points on any given night. Jordan Clarkson, who's in a running for Sixth Man of the Year. Just look at this year and look at years prior, and you can see that if Devin Booker had those teams, he'd probably be making the playoffs. And now you see when Devin Booker does have a solid team around him, that they're literally the 2 or the 3 seed in the Western Conference. So when you look at them and you say, oh, well, Donovan Mitchell hasn't made the playoffs. Well, look, as soon as Devin Booker got a good team around him, look what he's doing. He's making the playoffs too in the stacked Western Conference. And they're not that far from the Utah Jazz in the Western seedings. I think the Jazz have a 2-game lead, 2.5-game lead. But all it takes is a win streak from the Suns and 2 losses from the Jazz, and the Suns are now the 1 seed in the West. And I'm not saying that's going to happen, but I'm just saying when it comes to these guys, these 2 players making the playoffs, you look, it's, like I said, as soon as Devin Booker got a good team around him, he made the playoffs. And same with Donovan Mitchell. So when you look at these guys, I don't really like bringing up the playoff fact because Donovan Mitchell has had better teams than Devin Booker, I think, every year since Mitchell has been in the league. Now, with all that being said, you know, we brought up the stats, and the stats are honestly really close. We brought up their talent. And another thing I want to bring up before I give you guys an opinion on who I think the better player is, I just think when Donovan Mitchell, his inefficiency, it just doesn't help. It doesn't help me when I try to talk about this, and it just doesn't help. I don't like that he goes 0 for 6 in a quarter and then goes like 3 for 8 in the next quarter. I just don't like that. So where Devin Booker, yeah, he might go cold from 3, but that mid-range shot always going to be there, and he always going to drop 20 points just strictly off the mid-range shot and have a higher field goal percentage. And I feel like Devin Booker takes high percentage shots. Sometimes Donovan Mitchell might take a 3-point shot that he doesn't need to take. And I think, like I said, Devin Booker, he takes the higher percentage shots. When Devin Booker needs to, he will drive to the rim. He will take a smart mid-range shot where sometimes Donovan Mitchell pulls up for 3, misses 2 3-pointers in a row. And that's why his field goal percentage is almost 6% less than Devin Booker is. Now, I think it's kind of obvious the way I've been going about this topic who I think the better player is. I do think Devin Booker is a little bit better. Now, that's not talking down on Donovan Mitchell because it may seem like that, but the inefficiency and the fact that he takes sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes goes cold and take dumb shots is a big no-no for me. And I like that Devin Booker, even when he does go cold from the 3, he always will make that mid-range shot. That mid-range shot, I don't think he ever in his career went under 50% from the mid-range shot. And also, I feel like Devin Booker, every single year of his career, has made a jump, a bigger jump than Donovan Mitchell has made in every year of his career. But you guys let me know now what y'all think in the comment section. You guys know my opinion. You guys know the stats. You guys know the skill sets of the players. So you guys let me know in the comment section who you think is better. I do read every comment when it comes to these types of videos or any video in general. So make sure you comment down below your thoughts and opinion. We on the road to 300 subscribers. So tell your friends, family, and favorite sports fans about the channel. Also hit the notification bell so when you subscribe, you don't miss any video because I will be dropping a lot of content. So you guys don't want to miss it. Until next time, it's your boy MG Nas and I'm out. Peace.